Yeah.
You know, so often we go to each other. We want a discount, and we want something for free. But then we go to Mr. Charlie and them, and we pay them $200 for a pair of tennis shoes. You know,
Right.
something that then when you walk out the store with it, it lost value. So you walk out with
Absolutely.
that book. You walk out with that book, your value just increased
Mm-hmm.
if you use it.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, a lot of times though they don't use what's in them books. They don't believe that them books is valuable. My man say, don't worry about how much the book costs. Worry about how much it's gonna cost you if you don't read it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Tell them to buy it on that. Tell them to
Yeah.
buy it. Y'all buy it on that one and figure that one out. Don't let that go over your head.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Howard Hughes III. I am a high net worth wealth manager, author, speaker, and business broker. Most importantly, I care about your success. I'll be giving you business insight, inspiration, and cultivating interviews with phenomenal people. Join me now for another success talk on the HMH Show.
I know you got your book out, man, and how you doing with that?
Booyah! This one is sold out. This one here, I still got a few copies left. The printers, you know, the printer's been held up because of the coronavirus. The book's doing good, not as good as I think it should be doing, because, you know, when I wrote this book here, I put my heart and soul in this book because I thought I was never getting out of prison, and this was like my letter to black people, you know, to tell them how much I love them and how much I hate I made the mistake that I made, you know. But you can take what I did and build on that the right way. And that's really why I put that book together. And then the second book, that's about my first 6 months out of jail. You know, when I went to jail, I told you I was illiterate.
Right.
But before I left jail, I read over 300 books. So,
Right.
so,
Right.
so all of them that think that I'm illiterate and I don't know nothing, okay, keep thinking like that. But when I go up in the meetings, I don't be talking and telling them, you know, what I know and what I don't know. I want to hear what they know. You know, so I go in there and I shut up and just listen.
Yep. Yep. And that's how you win.
Absolutely.
If you can practice shutting up in the right room, you can win. You can win big.
hey, because you know when you go to the meetings, you go there to learn. Don't go there to teach.
Yep.
You know,
right.
You know, I teach in the hood.
Yeah.
I don't go there to teach. I go there to learn.
Hey man, I like to come to your hood too, man, and actually talk to the kids as well. I think we got similar backgrounds.
We can do that. We can go to all the hoods. I'm planning on, you know, once I get this bread, I'm gonna go to all the schools. I'm gonna get the kids all free books. You know, like right now, you know, I go to the schools and I can only give a few of them free books because, you know, the books cost me money and I ain't rich yet.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I want to give them, and I tell the teachers and the principals, I was like, why you don't buy the kids the books they want to read? Y'all want them to read, but they don't want to know about Jack and Jill. And you know how I know they don't want to know about Jack and Jill? Because I didn't want to know about Jack and Jill. Hey, they just like me, but they are a more accelerated version of me. They're not gonna take no stuff. You know, I used to take a few things, you know what I'm saying? When I was young, I would sit on the ground and the police, sit on the ground, boy, lay on your stomach. Put your hands behind your back, get your hands on your head, and, you know, we cooperating. Because mama had taught us that. But these young kids who was brought up, who mamas and daddies was gangbangers, and they got a whole different mentality. They like, we ain't got no sympathy for you. What you give me, you gonna get back. Right now. I ain't gonna wait till you get in heaven or hell. I'm gonna give it to you right now. So, you know, when you're dealing with these young kids, we really got to deal with them differently than we was dealt with, because they're a different breed, man. They smarter, they can think, and you know, you can only sell them bullshit for so long. Excuse my French.
No. Yeah, that's why I like working with the youth in our gyms. You know what I mean? We get the rawest kids in the city.
They're the ones is the ones. You know, my tennis coach used to tell me, boy, he said, they don't like to deal with a wild stallion, but everybody admire that wild stallion.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got to teach them to keep that wildness, but be able to tame it to where they can use it when they want to, and they can turn it on and off at will. And that's one of the things that I want to teach our young people, is how to
be versatile.
Be versatile. be able to go up in there. Like, I can go in there and talk with any of them. You know, I met with the four most powerful guys in Hollywood a week out of prison. And the cold thing, they didn't know what I was doing in their office. They thought I came there to sell my rights.
I know you got the movie coming out about your life.
Yep, I got the movie coming out. You know, my documentary was on Netflix for a year and a half.
Yeah, I saw that. But the movie, you're working with BT on that, right?
No. I'm working with Reginald Hudlin. Kim Hardy, Skip Conwell, and I got a team. Gino Taylor. I got a nice team. Kush, the writer's Kush. The movie's so dope. Oh, the movie's gonna be so dope. Oh my God! If it don't do $1 billion, if it don't do $1 billion, we gotta check the tickets. You know how they was doing Tyler Perry when he was going.
Right.
They would swap tickets. Oh, here, you take the ticket to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and you can just take that ticket and go in and see Tyler Perry movie because they knew that way the money be converted.
Right.
So you know, when mine come out, we gonna watch some tickets because I know it's gonna do $1 billion, man. I've been sowing the seeds. So
real quick, now this is what I heard. I don't know how true it is. Was Snowfall
ripped off? A rip off.
A rip off of your story?
Yep. John Singleton.
Oh man.
John Singleton ripped me off, man. Brother. Stabbed me in the back. Cold brother. Didn't even want to give me no check. He didn't tell me I'm gonna give you $1,000. You know, at least when the white boys do you, they give you $1,000. You know, he didn't give me nothing, man.
Wow.
Last time I saw him, it looked like he saw a ghost. You know, he thought I was gonna do something to him. You know, I had them youngsters with me, but I didn't let him loose. You know, I kept him. I said, no, this ain't how we roll, baby. You know how we do it. Ain't no black on black crime. Not here. We ain't gonna do this tonight. So you really had, and he knew I had the power right then that they probably would have beat him to a pulp. If I would have just turned my head, if I just walked away and didn't say nothing, he was gonna get it. And but you know, I don't get down like that. But then he pulled me to the side and said, "Man, I owe you." I said, "I know you do. What are you gonna pay?" And he gave me his phone number, and I called, and it was the wrong number. Wow. Yeah, but man. Then he died 3 months later. Wow. And I imagine when he went, you know, when he probably went out here, I know that was probably on his mind. Man, I fucked over a good dude. You know, a dude that could have allowed me, not even get an order, but just could have allowed it to happen. You see, a lot of dudes, they don't really understand, like, sometimes you don't allow it to happen. You know, you be like, no, they ain't going down, not over here. Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow night when I ain't around, it's somebody else's call. But tonight is my call, and it ain't gonna happen. So you know, sometimes brothers just don't see it. You know, they judge us to a different standard, and I don't know why he didn't take me with him. You know, when he got ready to do Snowfall. You know, I don't know. You know, why would you hire? I mean, why would you do a movie about a drug dealer in L.A. and you got Rick Ross's phone number in your phone? And you don't pick up the phone and call him and say, "Man, I'm doing a movie. Will you be a consultant? Wow. How much money you want? You know, wow. 10,000, 100,000, 10 million. What's the price?" He never did that. He never gave me the option. he automatically just counted me out for whatever reason. I don't know. Wow.
Hey, so and then have you ever talked to Rick Ross about your name and brand and your whole?
I talked to him when I was in jail. You know, I thought that me and him could make a hell of a team. And he did the same thing. Slipped me a bad number. And you know, once you, and I look at slipping a bad number as like lying to you.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody give you a bad number, that means they don't want to fuck with you.
Right.
For real.
Right.
You know, so he gave me a bad number. You know, I was telling him stuff like, you know, he was getting ready to do a show, and I was like, "Look, man, you want to kill the show?" I said, "Listen, when you get ready to do the show, let me call your phone, and right in the middle of your set, the phone ring over the whole speakers. This is a call from a federal correctional facility.
Yeah.
This is Rick Ross. And he take the phone, and me and him talk for a few minutes, and he explained to the audience who I was and what was going on. I thought that would have killed the whole set. You know, that they knew that he was staying down with the dude whose name he had took, who had actually done a lot of the things that he rapped about. But I mean, you know, me coming forth discredits him. You know, I would be a discredit to him. You know, if I pop up, it's a real Rick Ross, and you got to be the fake. I mean, if it's a real one, it got to be a fake one for it to be a real one. You know, so I understand. You know, I understand. I mean, it's a tough call. You know, do you want the money, or do you want to be real? You know, but apparently he wants to go down in history as the guy that stole Rick Ross's name. You know, I wouldn't want that legacy. I mean, you know, I don't care how much money that you offer. My legacy is one of the most important things to me. You know, how my great grandkids are going to look at me and say what I did, and you know, I look at that I sold drugs, that they're going to have some slack when they look back and they say, man, you know, your granddaddy sold drugs, but I know my grandkids going to be able to come back and say, he only did that for 8 years. My granddaddy lived to be 80, 90 years old, and he did this and he did that, and look what he did for black folks. Look how he taught.
Right.
You know, he spoke at Stanford University. After he got out of prison, he read over 300 books while he was in prison. He educated himself.
Right.
He spoke at UCLA. He spoke at USC Law, and he went all around the country educating. He gave books out to the kids to help the kids get themselves together. He built job centers in the ghettos where nobody else had did. None of the other people have ever done that. Nobody right now today that we can point to. And I was trying to do this back in the dope game. I bought an old theater that I was going to turn into a job development center. I was going to have it where they could do sports, and we was going to have computers, and I was going to bring the best people in to teach them. And nobody's done that right now. And we got people that's got legal billions, they say. I don't know if I believe that about some of them, you know, because they always had to go to Africa and invest money.
And you still have the theater, right?
No, I lost that when I went to prison.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay, because I know you were paying for it while you were there.
I did, but you know, I couldn't keep it up.
I
couldn't keep it up. I hated it. I cried when I lost it, but you know, tears in a bucket, 2 tears in a bucket.
Hey man, you know what, man? What you've been through is not where you headed, man. You came out and you've been going hard since then.
Oh yeah, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission right now.
Working with the kids, speaking across the country, you know, starting your business, getting your TV shows and everything back rocking. You know, you got a nice start with it.
And with this live thing, they just put me up on this pandemic, put me up on this live thing now. So I'm learning how to do that. I'm over 200,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm gaining like 1,000 people every other day.
Right.
So that's coming along, and the pro marijuana business. I'm gonna kill this marijuana business. And it was like they made it for me. I said, y'all went and got marijuana, made it legal for me, and then gave me a license.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we can discuss that. We can discuss that as well, man, because obviously, like I said, I do business acquisition. So we find acquisitions, businesses from cannabis to all these existing industries that are already licensed, already running, already successful. You just come in as the owner and have it turnkey.
I've been looking for a business like that. I'm looking for a business like that right now.
Well, I got quite a few of them, so we can.
I need to talk to you about that, because you know that's how one of my heroes, he made it. Reginald Lewis. You heard of Reginald Lewis?
Yeah.
The first black billionaire, they say. He wrote the book, Why Should White Men Have All the Fun? And I agree with him. I had to agree with him all the way. You know, why should they have all the fun? Yeah. And I'm gonna take his roadmap and I'm gonna use it for myself. Yeah,
and a lot of people don't know Floyd Mayweather kind of takes that same approach. with buying those different businesses that are already running, where it keeps this revenue generated for himself as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I think that we could have that. I know you were into the cannabis industry, so I know we could have several conversations.
Heavy. I mean, heavy. I'm negotiating in 9 states right now to have my brand in 9 states. I pull this off. I have more states than anybody in cannabis. I'll be in more states than anybody in cannabis. You seen some of my products? I got a few of my products here. You know,
Yeah.
this my pre-rolls. This is my my gift box. You know, for the ones who really love me, they buy this gift box and it has all the products in it. So you know, I'm just doing it. I'm gonna set it up. You know, so that people can get in it. You know, I go around the country too, and we push social equity. You know, here in LA, at first it was only 2 blacks that had licenses here in LA. So we had to go and press downtown, you know, press LA City Council and the mayor and everybody else about social equity. You know, hold up, man. Y'all got more blacks who went to prison for this than anybody. And you gonna tell us now that it's legal, we can't participate. So we went as far as making them say, well, okay, even if you're a convicted felon, you can still get in the game. And we go around the country showing other places, you know, how to do it as well.
I love it. I love it. Well, man, I think it'd be really good to check my book out as well, man. I am also part of the author club.
I gotta get that.
Turning your ordinary business into a successful empire. Okay.
I need that. I'm gonna have to order that.
So I'll send it over to you, man. But it's pretty much.
Well, let me know. I'll cash app you the money. When we get off, we'll hook up. I'll cash app you the money.
I'm grabbing yours as well.
Because I want to buy it. I don't want you to give it to me. I want to support. Yeah. You know, so often we go to each other. We want a discount. And we want something for free, but then we go to Mr. Charlie and them, and we pay them $200 for a pair of tennis shoes. You know, something when you walk out the store with it, it lost value. So you walk out with that book. Your value just increased if you use it.
Yep.
You know, a lot of times though, they don't use what's in them books. They don't believe that them books is valuable. My man say, don't worry about how much the book costs. Worry about how much it's gonna cost you if you don't read it. Yeah. Yeah. Tell them to buy it on that. Tell them to buy it. Y'all buy it on that one. And figure that one out. Don't let that go over your head.
Yeah.